Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references.
Thank you for coming on such short notice, Honorary Knight. I know you must be busy. Well, to make a long story short, there's a particular matter at hand that the Knights requires your assistance with. I have been meaning to have a word with you if the occasion presented itself, but as you know, Mondstadt's safety must always be my first priority. I have recently received multiple reports from the Knights of someone within the Lawrence clan having close dealings with the Fatui.
The Fatui? Again? Oh, but who are the Lawrence clan?
There was a dark period in Mondstadt's history when the aristocracy ruled over the city. The hard-won freedom that followed with the fall of the first Dandelion Knight, Vanessa, spearheaded the revolution that overthrew the old aristocratic system and established the aristocrats.
Oh, Paimon gets it!
We suspect as much, though we have yet to obtain... Unfortunately, the Knights of Favonius and the aristocracy have been at odds with one. We've already considered every possible way of resolving our differences, but it seems the descendants of the aristocracy remain antagonistic no matter what we could come knocking on their door on the ground. All of our past efforts would have been wasted. You are in fact the best but you need not emphasize your role as the Honorary Knight. You're a traveler from a distance. Once you come to friendly terms with the Lawrence clan...
Whoa, leave it to Master...
Perhaps such... The name of the Lawrence clan member in question is Schubert. Lately, he cannot... It is said that he is difficult to get along with. Thanks again for your help.
Every journey.
Hello?
Hello? Did I hear you correctly? Huh. And I suppose you think that you can... Given that I don't recognize you, if you wish to address me, you'd best consider... Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding...
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard...
Huh. In former times when... And neglecting your manners would result... But look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the waste. What did you say? You dare question the dignity of the nobility? I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, just look around. The people are unruly and, save your words, I find your besides. Now I have more...
Oh, so this is what Master Jean meant by difficult to get along with. Let's head back and talk things over with her.
Well, if it isn't the honorary knight. I'm just on my way out to gather... Huh? Judging by your expression, you...
Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but things seem...
No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn... You just have to keep at it and never give up. Hey, why don't you let me try to help?
Master Jean asked us to build a connection with someone named Schubert, but it turns out that...
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many...
You mean everyone?
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain... However, there is one
Buddy?
That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, Eula is special. She's not... In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions. However, she's still quite knowledgeable. Well, in their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the... She's very easy to get along with. In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning.
Thanks, Amber. All right.
Good luck, you two.
Who would have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan? Well, if you want to learn about the conduct of the Lawrence clan, who better to ask than one of their own family members? The Fatui! What are they doing here? Is that why Eula was sent on patrol here? Let's fight first and talk later!
Blaze over. Access denied.
Can't run! I just calculated.
Higher, higher, hands on fire!
That seemed to work. Let's end this quickly. I will have order.
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? And now you get to stake a claim. You think you're stronger because you got to them first?
What?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already. If I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once.
Sorry, but I'm in...
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch-enemies?
Arch-enemies? Wait a minute!
By which I meant, if you were injured, I'd have to escort 2 strangers guilty of stealing my targets, which would mean you'd cause me even more trouble.
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
Yes, that...
Paimon thinks she's pretty strange. Although
You dare to call someone you've just met strange? Forget the aristocracy. That's rude even by normal standards. Speaking of which, how do you know my name?
This is the honorary knight of the Knights of Favonius. And speaking of rude, we're trying to investigate an aristocrat named Schubert Lawrence. He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him? I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No. This is an assignment from Master Jean. It's
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted gossip to lead to such suspicion.
hard to avoid such a reputation when you're known as the ruthless rulers of Old Mondstadt.
Oh, so that's what you think of me? Yet another transgression to avenge.
But didn't you say it first? Oh.
Curious. We've only just met. I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the Lawrence clan. Only then will you find...
That's right. Amber told us to come and talk to you.
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. It'll be easier to train when we're back. We can put that aside for now. Besides, if it's...
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit Still, Paimon has met bigger weirdos before.
Ah, you finally arrived. There's no...
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise...
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who... Don't worry. There's a time and place for...
You need to be in the...
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin, who knows how long it will be before I get...
Well, if you have so much to take care of...
Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me... But you needn't worry. At least, not whilst we're investigating this matter. If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any... But if he did commit a wrongful act, then I'm sure you understand. Good. Now, let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have...
Oh, Paimon's already learned some... Mark my words! Vengeance will be mine!
Not even close. And besides...
Hey! Paimon learned it from you! And it seems you don't respect...
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such... For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, as the morning...
As the morning dew does what?
However, such a phrase may only be... Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not... Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily offend them.
But didn't you just say my dear friend in your example? Paimon's confused.
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So another thing to remember, aristocrats are concerned with face and being polite. However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them. This is only the first step in making a greeting.
Wait. Perhaps it would be better if you...
Ah, very well. Come with me. We'll choose some...
Oh, you're...
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the... Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility...
Huh? I can't make...
Hold on. What did they always teach me? Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family... Got it. As a lowly...
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan... The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just beat it. Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be... If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to control...
Hey! Don't leave...
Wow, the Lawrence name really does carry it.
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's... You there, lowly toiler. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed... Huh? Why don't you... right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing... Fine. You may spare yourself the formality of kneeling.
Hey, stop bothering me or else I might say something. Then again, I've got no words for anyone from the Lawrence clan.
Again? What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. I'll remember your unwillingness to comply. You there, lowly...
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. I mean, seriously, can't you just...
Please calm down. We don't want...
I know she's a knight of... Even to this very day, the descendants... And if that wasn't enough...
You have a point, but mark my words.
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here, I may be no match for... I'm sorry, but I want her to understand... Listen here, if you don't want things to get more
Forget it. There's no point in... It's all right. This happens quite often.
Paimon thinks we've seen enough now. Let's just stop. Actually, Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us.
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already... Don't worry. What with me being a knight of Favon... Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. But
So this is the way things are normally?
that's the way things are. Perhaps it's just fate. As memories are carried in the city breeze, the faults of... At least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the...
Yeah! Why were you so willing to try and demonstrate for us?
Oh, that reminds me. That last person will not escape my... Let's leave it. But unfortunately, you probably didn't learn much from those conversations.
No need! Besides, the Traveler's pretty sharp, and nothing gets in our way, right? Right? We'll just have to... Let's just keep Eula from getting any...
Well then, I'm glad you learned something. A proper manner of speech is more aesthetic than anything, but we must also practice. I have a very effective way of training.
We should look for a place to take shelter.
Rain outlines your fate.
It's so...
If you wish to truly achieve the dignified conduct of an aristocrat, for example, you can see that part of the path up ahead is... But a well-trained aristocrat would not...
Paimon thinks we've left the realm of aristocrats, and compared to what we've already seen, this should be a piece of cake. Uh-huh.
You look pretty... All right, let's get started. Remember, you must be graceful and elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air. That would be most unsightly. won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again.
Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liyue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth, and those that come across Liyue tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory? Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liua tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle. Where do you want to go next? If you'd like to see Liue's tourist spots, I have a few references. Every journey has its final day. Don't rush. Boats are made for transferring commodities back and forth. And those that come across Liua tend to stay a while. So it is where many things come to settle.
It'll be difficult at first, but the key is to remain patient. Remember, you must be elegant. Don't get knocked or launched into the air.
No touching!
That won't do. You've exposed your shortcomings. No need to worry. Head back to the starting point and try again. It'll be difficult, remember.
Born of ice and frost. For Rex Lapis!
Solidify!
Not bad. A lot better than I had anticipated, at least.
Hyman almost didn't make it through. Whew. Good thing, so, are we a Chris?
Don't flatter yourselves. We've only just begun. This scenario was relatively simple. In the face of a real battle, one would seldom have a chance to stop and evaluate. There's a ley line monolith just up ahead that will attract nearby monsters. True elegance is the ability to calmly yet swiftly make decisions in the heat of battle. My family set only the highest expectations for me, even as a child. Let's proceed. This is the ley line monolith. Go ahead, activate it. But be careful not to get launched into the air or frozen while fighting. That would be most unsightly.
This is order.
Witness the power of Gugwa!
You failed this time. What a shame. But not to worry. It's just training after all. Let's try again.
Time to go!
Solidify! Order guide you.
Rain Cutter! Rain outlines your... Huh?
All hail!
Solidify!
Well done. Your performance was most impressive, and you managed to given such an
Like Paimon said. So, that's it for...
Hold on. I was commending the traveler's performance.
What?
Yes, of course. Did you even listen to anything I was trying to teach you?
Yeah, that's it.
Whatever the reason, not heeding my instructions. Now, drink this.
Huh? What is it?
Certainly not. It's warm milk. Didn't you just say that you were freezing? Drink it.
Oh, thank you.
If I wasn't, then why would I care about you being cold? If you turned in... So, dear friend, don't die on me out here.
Ah! Paimon knew something was off.
Vengeance should know no bounds, you know. Now then, given that your training is complete, it's time we return to Mon. I already have something in mind.
Oh, hey, Eula. I see you've met the honorary knight.
We meet again, Amber.
Well, I just got back and was thinking about...
Very well. It's been some time, so come, take a seat. We can...
Yes? Is there something else you'd like?
Could you please prepare a serving of my uncle's favorite, gebratenes Fleisch mit Sauerkraut?
Coming right up.
Hold on a moment. Is this satisfying
No, she didn't order it. But because she didn't order any vegetables...
So, we clearly didn't order this, yet you prepared it without authorization.
You're gonna take...
You should know me by now. That's the kind of villain... Well then... please...
Delicious unauthorized delicacies.
Why would you choose gebratenes Fleisch?
This dish isn't actually on Good Hunter's menu. Only
Because of the sour flavor of the sauerkraut, not too many people are fond of it these days. I guess it's become less... Eula treated me to the dish once, and I couldn't even
I never expected us to have such completely different tastes in food. If I weren't in such a good mood, of course not. It's hard to find someone in Mondstadt that attracts...
It's fine when you're just joking between us. But Eula's always talking about vengeance, but that's just...
But I am serious. And I'll remember every transgression committed against...
Paimon's starting to realize that Eula is actually a very good person. There's no need to be so awkward when you want to say something nice.
Listen, you've never been labeled as a social pariah, have you?
Well... no?
So that's why you wouldn't understand how hard it is for a bad person to try to be good. It's impossible for me, and I have no intention of acting like a good person. All right, no need to...
Oh, I'm stuffed. I'll see Sarah about the bill.
No need. I've left the Mora under the plate. If you try to settle it with her in person, don't underestimate my ability to exact revenge. All right. Next, you should pay my uncle a visit. He has a small camp at the top of the mountain near...
Aren't you coming?
I'm afraid that wouldn't be very convenient for me. It'd be better... yes. Please do remember to pick up the dish from Sarah.
I still have more recon to do in the wilderness.
Let's meet again.
Here. And by the way...
Paimon's been meaning to ask. No one could stand the sun, but she seemed to get along fine with you and Amber just now.
The people of Mondstadt don't take kindly to anyone bearing the... They are unable to see past her family. Therefore, they don't act. So no matter what Eula tries to do, it's seen as a wrongdoing.
How come you're able to see?
Well, when she joined the Knights of Favonius, it caused... Many people signed a petition demanding that... At the same time...
Whoa!
That's right. But thanks to in the eyes of the people, but she simply fulfills her duty as a knight. People like Eula should be approached with, I believe, a day.
Once everything's settled,
I'm glad. Take care.
Rain outlines your...
Phew!
Huh?
Ah, it's you again. I thought I had rid myself of you. A few humble words. Very well. I'm certainly not one to be...
Wow, this guy thinks so highly of himself.
It appears I have misjudged you. Supreme... Impressive.
Oh, so he was...
Your conduct is satisfactory. If I may ask, from whence did you learn such a civilized manner of speech? Ah, good. Very...
By the way, we brought a gift!
Could this be? It's evident that your sentiment is genuine. It's been so long. Ah, yes. This aroma.
Now even Paimon's...
I acknowledge your genuine good... wait, so you've come to know of this, too? It was meant to be a family... Well, please, come with me. We happen to see some... friends.
So he trusts us solely based on...
Well then, let's...
Do you think his friends are the Fatui? Things will get sticky if the Fatui happen to recognize you. What should we do? Phew! Go!
Huh? Why have you put on a mask all of a sudden? Even if they are and therefore we shouldn't allow them to...
Good thinking. Paimon thought for...
Let's proceed, shall we? As you'll see in a moment, there are many already helping us. I heard that this area had already been purged once by the Knights of Favonius, but it's the only place around Mondstadt that is well concealed and spacious enough. Although it has fallen into disrepair and does not suit the tastes of the nobility, we simply have to make do for now.
any faster.
Of course not. An aristocrat always moves with grace in his steps.
As expected, it's the Fatui!
As expected?
Because we always see them around the city. They must be very powerful.
Huh. Nothing more than foreign ruffians with power and the ability to flaunt it. But they are favorable business partners.
Hold it right there! Who's this?
If you really must know, they're my guests. If you happen to offend...
But this matter is of utmost secrecy.
You dare question the ways of a nobleman?
No need to sound all high and mighty like that. Fine.
But come here with us. They don't dare to question you.
Of course. That is the benefit of prestige. In past times, it would be a dire offense to speak to a nobleman in such a manner. We could determine a person's fate with the blink of an eye. Huh. And such glory will return to me again before long.
Where have I seen this person? And who, may I ask?
This is our new ally that I've recently met. They are completely trustworthy.
Our plans are strictly confidential. It's not wide. Furthermore, there's been word that...
Don't be ridiculous. Besides, my guest is, well, the Knights of Favonia.
And what about this?
Enough! You dare question my word? Without the support of the Lawrence clan, you would have all... You must immediately offer your sincerest...
Fine. I'll take your word and make it now to the matter at hand.
Oh, so
Yes, of course. Here it is.
Let me see. Why is it...
Excuse me? That shape...
I see. Crude, but...
Of course, you needn't worry about that. Don't forget what we agreed upon. The flag of the rights to that building.
Yes, we will both profit from this agreement. There's no use we will make good use of the intel you provided. Also...
Don't worry, this matter is only between you and... Once this is over, I shall stand atop the Favonius headquarters and rebuke their pathetic rule over Mondstadt. Then, the city and all... Perfect.
May I remind you once again that we mustn't...
very well.
Huh? What are you doing?
That's right! It's the honorary knight and their trusty companion.
So this was all just a ploy to
It's your own fault! Who would...
After so much planning, this is how it ends? Huh! We'll see about that!
Just as I expected. I knew... No matter. We already have the intel we need.
They're running off in different directions. Paimon remembers that this place is a dead end. Let's take care of the Fatui first and then deal with Schubert later.
Rain, outlines it. Let me read you a verse.
Can't run!
Job's over!
Calculated.
Stabilize! This is order!
No, my sword! No touching!
For Rex Lepus!
This is bad.
Access denied.
Door is open! Let's go! Is that you?
Don't touch me! Get out of my way!
It seems we finally caught up with you. Oh, it's you. It seems your investigation went well.
Aha! I see now. Furthermore, there is a rule in our...
Ah, yes. Rings a bell. So what?
You have brought shame to...
I know that you poured great efforts into these plans, Uncle. But you were well aware that it was not the right thing.
Knight of Favonius? Let's get one thing straight. You still have a chance. Then I shall plead with the
So just to be clear...
I shall say this one last time. The blood of the Lawrence clan flows...
Since when have I ever
Why, you...
If anyone should be angry, it should... Had you ever stopped to consider the trouble it would bring to so many people? Had you considered how many enemies you would make, trying to keep the plans under wraps?
You dare let...
That's right. In the name of the family that I've never experienced the age of glory, but I am capable of discerning right from wrong. And the Lawrence clan should never and will never become...
Oh, the disgrace of it all!
Things are starting to get pretty hysterical.
That's enough fuss for today. You two, take a... Given that you've already taken action...
Hyman took a peek at their diagram.
And there was me thinking that he was just enough... Let's discuss this later. Our first...
Gather!
No, my sword! Body and mind.
No touching.
Solidify! They're here! Stop them! Stabilize!
Crush!
Collect myself. Gather! This is trouble.
Rack and ruin!
Access denied.
Finally, some quiet. Stabilize! Don't be a killjoy!
Rain cutter.
We've only just begun!
No, my sword!
No touching. Glaze over.
You can't run! Well,
I condemn you!
looks like I...
Blood of frost! Beg for mercy.
Scorn of icy frost. See?
Loneliness.
Go!
I will have order!
Next on the agenda, this is long overdue.
Right there. Let's end this quickly!
Witness the power of Gugwa! No, my sword! Time to go!
Access denied. For Rex Lapis. Freeze to the core. Crush. No touching.
This is order. Gather!
Rain outlines your fate. Let me weave you a verse.
Born of ice and frost.
Stabilize!
Next on the agenda. More speed. Eye for an eye. No touching. Huh. This is long overdue.
No, my sword!
Solidify!
I condemn you. More speed. Born of ice and frost. No touching. Rack and ruin.
Time to act. Body and mind. Rain outlines your fate.
That's where they put the diagram!
This here, huh? I guess there's no other option but to fight! You dare provoke me! Fatui, come forth and dispose of them!
I will have order. Solidify!
Beg for mercy. Flood of frost. Thorn of ice and frost.
Can't run from death.
For Rex Lapis.
Rain outlines your fate. Rain Cutter.
Who's this?
Help me.
I must counterattack.
Time to go! This must be it. They may very well have already, but without my uncle as their puppet, there'd be no...
The Fatui wouldn't have relied only on your uncle.
True. But if their plan had hit... The Fatui are dishonest, but they wouldn't go as far as to start an open war. Anyway, I'll inform the acting Grandmaster. She'll...
Oh yeah, you said...
Yeah, about that. Because you stole my targets by attacking the Fatui I came to exact my vengeance.
Finally, after in reality, you sensed that something might happen to us during our You were worried about us and your uncle, so you brought it...
My purpose was vengeance. Don't twist the story. You don't look too bright, but it... And mark my words, I'll
Hey! What do you mean Paimon doesn't look too bright?
You have seeded a deep enmity between us. Just you wait. Even if you were to be completely destroyed, I would never forget you.
Bring it on!
I like your fight.
Sure!
That you will. And make sure not...